it's Barb. Welcome to my craft studio. I have a little haul that I'm going to share. I'll probably just save the video and add more to it tomorrow or Saturday, whatever day I film. Target, I ordered 2 4-packs of these clear. I think these are the Bright Room brand. Yeah, they're the 16 quart with the pink lids. I want to use these to store the seasonal craft stuff that I buy to do with hubby. That way I can just have one container. And I think I'm going to do it at the house. He doesn't seem to like coming over here anyways. So I'm thinking I'll just leave whatever the current season is in the house. I'll store the out of season ones just in the basement at the house. But that way I can just switch out and we can work from that during the month. I'm probably going to get ready here pretty soon to switch to fall. I ordered this from Target as well. I have one in the craft room. I mainly use my guillotine printer. I really like that one. I use that a lot. And I had a small portable trimmer that I kept at the house, but it was only letter size. This one has the full 12 inches, so I can cut 12-inch paper. So I can use 12 by 12 in here there. I'm going to take that smaller one and just leave it in the kit that I bring to the library. I think I can make it work fine for the projects that I'll be doing at the library. So I'm just going to keep that one in my bag for the library, and I'm going to leave this one over at the house. So I have, because sometimes I like to work on small projects over there, but a lot of times I use 12 by 12 paper on them still, and I cut it down to the size I need because most of my pattern paper especially is 12 by 12. I did also order 2 of these because I could not find these last week. I could find the wide rule and the college rule. I wanted the grid. All I could find online was the black. I don't know if they have it in other colors. I'm going to look again when I'm there this week because no doubt they've restocked it because the next few weeks are going to be really busy with back to school sales because like next week I know the teachers report back at the school my daughter teaches in, and then they report back I think Tuesday or Wednesday, I can't remember which, and then I think they work a few days. I think they might have Friday off, and then when they come back Monday the students are there. But I'd like a few more of the grid ones because I was thinking I might try to do some type of journal with these. So I'm going to put those just over on the cart that I have for my journal. That's right. That package was supposed to arrive today. I'll look and see when I head back over to the house, check the mailbox and see if my other package from Kohl's arrived. I bought this welcome mat, floor mat, doormat, whatever you want to call it. I cannot find like ones that are very Thanksgiving themed, so I'm just buying a couple extra fall ones so that I can use different fall ones during November than I use in September. October I usually do Halloween ones. So that's all I have to share there today. We went to the library craft day. I just have started bringing color book and crayons for hubby because he really doesn't want to do the projects that's there anyway. Sometimes I would let him pick out the paper and stuff, but he's gotten where he doesn't even want to do that. So I just bring him something to do, and then I do that. But today's was a collage. So this is what I did. I'd like to maybe add some clouds up there. I should have thought and did it looked for us, seeing if they had like a solid blue color. I wouldn't mind doing some more collages here in the craft room myself because I kind of had fun doing it. I kind of thought I was going to look through my paper and see if I could find one like a sheet with like blue with stars on it or something like that. It kind of look like a night sky. And hubby, my daughter found him this book of stickers. It was like a grown-up book of stickers that was Grogu, the Mandalorian theme. So I said, I could either cut him some things out, which I definitely can do. I'm trying to think, did I buy an image set with the Mandalorian in Cricut? I might have. If I did, I can do a print and cut of those and do them as stickers And then he can just place the stickers wherever he wants on there. And maybe I can think of a few other things that I can do that. And instead of him having to glue stuff on paper, we can just make them as stickers and he can stick them on there however he wants. It might be something that he would enjoy doing. He likes stickers. So I did want to add some like rays coming down from the sun. I really think it might also be fun to kind of do something similar to a collage using some of my dies. So I think I either have some paper with clouds on it that I could fussy cut the clouds, or I might even have a cloud die that I could just cut some dies. I know I have a sun die, but I think it's a little big for that. I'm thinking I might have something. I can either try to draw on rays from the sun, or I can just cut some strips of paper and use as the sun. Maybe do a few little rays coming down there. I kind of wanted that to be like the sun up there. But anyways, first I was thinking, well, it's kind of silly that my doors were off. And I'm like, it's a collage. It's just supposed to be fun. Don't worry about everything being symmetrical. So, and I kind of used the one little quote she had and made it into like a little house too. But I actually, a lot of this came from one sheet of paper they had at the thing that had different like textures in different like stripes, but they were different widths, so it wasn't like a regular stripe pattern. I'm like, oh, this piece is perfect for this. She did say, she goes, if you want to bring, she goes, just return any paper you didn't use the thing. She goes, if you find one that you like and you want to use it for a project at home, feel free to take it. So I thought maybe I would try to do another type of collage here at home and cut these out. They had some graphic 45 paper. This is graphic 45. The little bunnies that I cut out came from this graphic 45 paper. I think it might be Peter Rabbit. Once Upon a Springtime Collection, Fairy Folk. They remind me a little bit of like Peter Rabbit types things. I don't think that's what they are, but they reminded me of that. And this one was called A Lady's Diary Collection, Garden Stroll. I used this one. I used some of this side and some of this side on my collage. So, and then she had printouts, and she says, feel free to take the rest of that printout with the different quotes on it. That's fine. She says, I can print more of those, she said. And I also found this sheet of paper that I've always wanted to do a junk journal that's kind of postal themed, and I thought this would be cool for that. So I should kind of watch my paper and go through it and just donate some down there, because I think there's some there that I just won't use. I did make some labels too the other day. Some of them I've already used, but I just made them for different seasons that I will have craft kits for. Some of these I might reprint, like Valentine's, Easter, Christmas, and Halloween. I might do those ones and have them do a similar size container like that for goodies for that season, so that because sometimes when I buy them for the library story hour, I find extra. I have extras because I have to buy more packs to have enough to do what I'm doing than what I have. So I can put the extras in that. And sometimes at the end of the season, if they have some of that stuff left cheap, I will buy it and stock up for the next year. Okay, we did some shopping today. We went to Target, Michael's, Five Below, went to Woodman's, which is a Midwestern grocery store. I think it could be more than that, but I think it's just in the Midwest. And I got part of my HSN order. I'm not going to open this up completely because I am going to wait to open this until December. It's the 2025 Diamond Press Advent Calendar. I mean, it tells you get dies, stamps, embossing folders, stencils, embellishments, and more. I think on the website it actually tells you kind of not precisely what shapes and stuff they are, but what's in there. But I decided I've always wanted one of these. It was on the secret sale, so I got it for less than half the price it normally is. So I decided I was going to pick it up. I did also order the Today's Special, but I'm on extended delivery on that because I debated and debated, and by the time I ordered it, they had actually sold out and then added more. So let's go to Five Below next. I bought this for hubby, a little Grow Group Pez dispenser. What did I do with my bag? There it is. Okay, I wanted to throw that stuff that goes over to the house in the bag. And I bought these cream savers because they were peaches and cream, and I like peaches. I'm actually thinking I might just leave those over here. I like to have little treats for when I'm over here. Hubby picked this candy bar out, the crunchy waffle cone Hershey's, so that needs to go to the house. I found this Color Your Own sticker book, and I liked some of them. I'm debating, do I leave this at the house here, or do I bring it over to the house and color it there? I might just leave it here, and then I'll decide later if I decide it should be there. I can move it. This is what I wanted to go to Five Below for. I seen somebody else share it, the Junk Journal sticker book, and I'm like, well, that's cool. And then my daughter goes, this is volume 2. So I'm going to do a search and see if anybody has volume 1 for a reasonable price online, because I thought it was cool. And I can't remember who was sharing it. It was one of those days I was just kind of watching some of my regular ones. I like to watch, there's a few people I like to watch. I'm not going to be able to remember them all, but K is for Karen is one of them. Kimbo's Creations, I always try to watch her videos. Except if they do Temu hauls. I don't watch Temu because I don't shop at Temu, and I don't want to shop at Temu, so I just don't watch those videos. Does that make sense? But I thought this one was pretty cool. But I did want to look to see Pipstick Sticker Club. I think I may have seen that now that I've seen it, but I think it was like $20, and I won't spend $20 on it. But I'll take a look and see if I can find that first one. I might be willing to go up to 10. I think I spent 5 at Five Below. At Meijer, I found these stickers for hubby. I got thinking, after I did the collage at the library, I thought, well, I really enjoyed that. I want to do more of those at home. And I thought he could probably do them if instead of I had to glue down the pictures, I had stickers. And I did find this some space themed printable paper that I can just print on my printer here. So I thought I'd do that, and then he could do like a Grogu one. He could add some of his Star Wars stickers on it. And I did check Design Space. I did not buy any of the Grogu image sets, but I'm thinking I might. They had a Halloween one and a Christmas one. I'm thinking I might pick up the Halloween one so he could do that at Halloween too. I liked the Harry Potter one, so I picked those up. I might be able to share with him if they, I don't know. Yeah, they have 2 sets of each, so I could share with hubby if I wanted to. It'd be cute if I had a piece of paper that had Hogwarts on it, a really big piece. But let's see, where should we go next? We'll go to Target. My store finally had some. There's still a lot they didn't have, but they are starting to slowly put out the Halloween now. I had thought these were $5. I thought, well, maybe I'll buy one, but they were $3. So I bought 2. I bought the one that had the black cat on it, and I bought the one that said Potions and Spells. I'm thinking I might try to alter the inside of them as a project, so I did that. I found these 2 scratch arts for hubby. He really likes doing the scratch art, so when I see him in the Bullseye Playground, I pick him up. He'll like that one with the black cat. So I just picked up those 2. Honestly, he's better at the scratch art than I am. They had a few different sets of these little miniatures. I loved this one, so I picked it up. They had one that had, I think, 2 skulls and an eyeball, and then one that had little tombstones. I have lots of little tombstones, and the ones I have I like better than the ones they had there. Sometimes if I find another cute one, I'll pick one up, but I'm like, no, I just want this set. So I picked it up. And then I picked up some of these potion bottles. They didn't have the other style potion bottle there yet. This one says Elixir of the Undead, and it's got a little tombstone on the cap. This one says Crowfoot, and it's got a little crow as the cap. This one says Witch's Brew. It has a witch hat. This one says Deadly Nightshade. It has the skull. And this one says Vampire Venom, and it has the bat. There was one more, which my daughter bought, so I didn't buy it. It had a black cat on the lid, and it said Black Cat Hisses. Spit it out, Barb. So I didn't buy that one because, and these were only $1, and these are a little bigger than the ones they usually sell for $1, but I know they have the other style too. They just didn't have them at my store. And then I know they've had these before, but I don't think I found them last year. So I seen them this year and decided to buy one of each. I know they have some bigger pictures that are like the ghost in the tub. I think the ghost sitting on the toilet. They had, like, they were bathroom themed. And I'm thinking, I want to put up a shelf in my bathroom. Right now I have some pictures hanging there, but I'm thinking I want to switch it. So I put a picture ledge, or I might do two. I might do one just above the towel bar, so there's room to get the towel out, but there, and then one a little bit above that. And then I can leave the pictures I have. I have a few I want to make for in there that were Dreaming Tree. They were like beach themed. I wanted to make those for my bathroom, so I'm still going to do that. But that way, like at Christmas and Halloween, if I want to switch the pictures out, I can. I like decorating for the holidays, so it's something I'm going to continue to do because it is something that I get a lot of joy out of. And that's important. I picked up this one at Michael's. I think that's all I have left is Michael's. I thought these stickers were really cute, but I also have a sheet of paper, I'm sure, in my stash that is like a haunted house. And I thought hubby could take these stickers and decorate the haunted house scene, you know? So I picked that up. I have a mix of Halloween. They did have a 20% off all regular price items. So anything that wasn't on sale, I did get 20%. Some of it was on sale. I was kind of annoyed because the one paper pad didn't indicate it was on sale at all. And when I checked out, it was on sale for $1 off. I would have been better probably if it hadn't been on sale. But this one was a Harry Potter themed 6x6. So I picked it up because I've been thinking I would like to try to find like a Harry Potter little golden book, or even just do my own journal in another manner with Harry Potter. So I picked the Harry Potter paper up. This one needs to go into his Halloween container. And then I found some miniatures. I think this one was definitely Halloween, and I thought, it's a tiered tray. I had to get it. If Kimbo's watching, you can get a little tiered tray for your tiered tray. And then you need to take a drink, right, Kimbo? And then I picked this one up, which this one is called Candy Corn Drinks, but I'm thinking I might use this on fall and Halloween. So I am working on that. This one was fall themed. I think I might have only bought the one. Yeah, I did. I really liked the other shopping bags they had too. But I'm like, I should only pick up one. I need to try to limit how much I'm spending here. The other one was like, had like pumpkins and like fall themed shops, whereas this one was fall themed book bags. So I picked that one up because a book theme gets me. And then I picked up this. They had several different fall ribbons and trims, and I really like the ones that had the browns and the burgundies in it. I just thought that was really pretty. They had one that had more oranges in it, but I really liked this one, so I picked it up. And I might have picked up the orange one previously. I'm not sure on that. I did pick up this paper pad, which I don't think this one was on sale. I'm not 100%. I usually try to wait till they go on sale, but they are getting so low on the Halloween paper crafting. Like, I wanted this one washi, and they did not have it. I might have to take a look on their website and maybe see about placing an order to have it shipped. But this is like vellum. Oops, hold on. That tape was so high up, I didn't think it had one, but it does. Just want to cut through that tape. I kind of caught the edge of the vellum a little bit there, so let's be more careful on the other side, Barbara. I talk to myself all the time, don't worry. It's when you answer yourself that you have trouble, right? But I thought, how cool was this? I use vellum sometimes, especially in the Dreaming Tree projects, and I have a lot of those. I need to go on to Creative Fabrica and get the ones, make sure that I have all the ones they have. I'm thinking what I should do is buy another portable hard drive and just download all of the Dreaming Tree projects. If I have them twice, I have them twice. I really like this one with the black cats. I think they give you 2 of each page. Yeah. I'm trying to see what else they have in here. Some of them are pretty generic. This one with pumpkins. This one just says like Happy Halloween. And this one's got words on it. So I had to pick up the vellum. When I find seasonal vellum, I usually try to pick it up. That needs to go on with my Halloween stuff. And then mine did have the new paper pads that I've seen people sharing. And this is the one that rang up $1 off. I think they're usually $11.99. It rang up on sale at $10.99. I'm like, it would have been better if you probably hadn't had it on sale, because then the 20% off would have been probably $2 off rather than $1. But I like the school theme one. I did look at some of the other ones and thought, no, I don't like it well enough, especially at full price. Maybe when they go on sale, maybe I'll take a look at some of them again and see if there's any that I like. There were a couple that were kind of, I was maybe about, but I'm like, I'm not going to buy them when they're not. I didn't think they were on sale at all, and I probably would have felt the same if I'd known they were on sale for just that price. But anyways, that's all I've got to share. I told my daughter I probably wouldn't be over here very long because we got home kind of late. We were supposed to stop and pick up his walker today, but we did not make it. I do feel a little bit better. I had talked about his neurology appointment in my last video. We went to his regular doctor today, and he's like, when's the neurologist going to see me? I said, not for a year. I said, which I'll be honest, made me a little uncomfortable. I said, I understand he's the only neurologist in the system. He goes, yeah, he is. So I'm sure that's why it was a year. He goes, that's okay. He says, but since you say you see the decline, he goes, and I have to agree with you. Let's go every 3 months rather than every 6 months. And if I see something that's very troublesome, I will contact the neurologist directly and he will see you. I said, okay, I feel better. So we just went with that. He said most of his blood work came out fine. There was a couple of, his cholesterol was still high. I had my blood work done today, so we'll see how it comes out. He says that was still high, and I think he mentioned something else. And there was something else I meant to ask him about, and I totally forgot. So I need to message him, because I noticed when he went in for the fall, I looked at some of those results. It said his EKG was abnormal as compared to the last one. So I wanted to ask him about that, and I totally forgot. And I need to contact the neurologist because we had talked about upping his dose, and I need to find out what am I supposed to up it to, because I do think I would like to try that. The doctor, he did say, well, I don't think the way you're describing his behavior and his incontinence issue that it's related to a UTI. But if you see any of, and he named some symptoms, he goes, because those can definitely, in Alzheimer's or even other dementia patients, make them decline. He says, but if we treat that issue, then they will go back. So just watch. And if you have any concerns that it might be that, let us know. We'll run a test and see if he has an infection. He goes, I don't think from what you're describing that that's the case. I think I said, no, I said, I really think it was more a matter of, like the one time I think he just didn't head there quick enough. Sometimes he gets confused when he goes in there because I've been kind of escorting him in a bit more because of having the issues. And he'll, pull things down. He'll go to sit and then he'll pull everything back up. And I'm like, no, we have to leave those down. So I think in a few cases, he may have just sat down to go to the bathroom, but he had his pants up. Because in a couple of the cases, there was no wetness on the floor. And I looked around the house and I couldn't find anything either. So, but in a couple other ones, there was, the floor was wet. So, I mean, it could have been the same thing and he just didn't sit down. But because it was in the bathroom. I think each time it's been wet in the bathroom. So he's tried to go. He just hasn't quite made it or has forgotten the steps. I think that's more what it is he forgets the steps of going to the bathroom. I should look and see if maybe I could either find or make a little sign that lists the steps and hang it back there above the toilet so that he can see it, maybe, or on the wall across from the toilet. I don't know which would be better. Maybe both. I'm all for covering my bases. But anyways, that is all I've got to share today. My daughter said she was going to try to stop and pick up the walker. She goes, do you need to be with me? I said, I wouldn't think so. I said, I could call. I said, you know what? They have all the insurance information. I'd say just stop one day after work, pick it up. If they need my permission, they have my number. They can call me and I can tell them it's fine to send it home with you. She goes, okay, that sounds good. She goes, I would think that would be sufficient. I said, yeah, I think so too. She goes, honestly, I don't think it would have fit in the car with all of the groceries anyways. So when he gets to that point, we're either going to have to take a different car, which would mean the other daughter's going to have to drive, or I'm just going to have to stay home with him and have them pick up what I need, or I'm just going to have to buy it in town, which will cost me more. And that means no more shopping hauls because there's no place in town to buy some of this stuff. We do have a Dollar General, but I don't buy that much there. But anyways, I need to wrap up. I should have went to, maybe I still will try. I'll have to run in the house and maybe tell me I need to pick up my meds. I just realized that. But anyways, that's all I've got to share today. I want to thank you for joining me. I'll catch you next time.